Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Titans going up against the Bills.
Okay, Larry, thank you. Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by their strong-arm quarterback out of Texas A&M. That's Ryan Tannehill.
And many believe that Ryan Tannehill is ready to fulfill his promise. Been in the league a little while now. Been through some ups and downs, some bumps and bruises, but the talent is evident. Can run it, can throw it, and I think now he's ready to be a great leader.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. They'll run it again with Henry. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And they take him down. The Bills get to it. Mario Addison in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6". Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's third down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw here. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. On fourth down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, it's Henry. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Mario Addison in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here come the Bills. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them, maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They go play action here on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the head.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Now back to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Bills send the punter out. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, Tannehill. The open man is Smith. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
First down carry for Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. And let's not take for granted, in these conditions, that's never an easy pass and catch.
You really got to find a way to drive the ball. You know, get your grip. You know, that's why we see some of the guys now, they'll put the gloves on when they throw the ball in this type of a condition. Sometimes the glove might make it too slippery. So you've got to figure out what's going to work for you. But how about the receivers? Looking back and trying to locate the ball coming through snow and making sure they have full concentration.
And now a first down following that long gain. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerves showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So that drive in total 8 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who wills? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jayon Brown in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Green 39! Green 39!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And Diggs has it. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. 23 yards on the play. And in this weather, I know you weren't a quarterback, you were on the defensive side of things, but how hard is it to throw that football?
It can't be easy because you never know how the moisture is going to affect things, and each quarterback handles it differently. Some of them are a little bit better than others. Depends on whether they wear a glove, not wear a glove, how cold is it. You know, all those things go into it. But it goes to everything else. keeping your footing when you're running routes. Supposedly you have the advantage as a receiver because you know where you're going, but that's not easy as well. Finally, just locating the ball when it finally comes through the snow. Kids love it. Kids love snow. Players, not so much at times.
At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
On play action, they'll throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
False start offense.
And that'll set him back 5. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
We have played a quarter here in this AFC Divisional playoff. 7-0 is our score, and we're back to upstate New York after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 57 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So the drive there took 6 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Titans now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Tannehill. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a 1st down.
Again to Henry. And some room to maneuver. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call tippy toes if that one was completed.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Tannehill. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Vernon Butler able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
I know it looks easy to a lot of people when you're kicking the ball. I mean, it looks pretty simple, right? Snap, put it down, kick it. But playing in the snow, that can throw off your timing just a bit, and that can wreak havoc, as we just saw there.
Well, it throws off the timing, and I just think it's an extra advantage for the team that's coming in to block it, because they've got a hold on the offensive side, and, of course, the kicker and holder and snapper, they've got a lot to deal with.
What can't be underestimated is the person catching the ball, the holder, and putting it down. You're talking about cold hands, snowy weather, ball can get slippery on you. It's a lot of extra pressure on that person.
And they're able to get it down, but a nice job to get in and block it.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brady, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll set up a throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
False start, offense.
That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
He'll look to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. To the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, and we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, You get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
They begin with Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Bills have recovered.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go now.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Adoree Jackson on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is knocked down from the side near the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play. Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has. And that
fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. With it is Jackson. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know what else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, with the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in this. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Second down, here's Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mario Addison getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Smith catches left side. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward at the 41-yard line. To go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. There, not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
and that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's complete to Diggs. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Gun. They'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Bills on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Six yards here to go for the offense on second down. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, here's Henry. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Titans on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is brought in at the 21. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out come the Bills. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Let's go!
They'll set up to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Fresh set of downs here. They'll look to throw. And Beasley with it over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks, and welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get to the highlights. The Bills' defense has been very good inside the 20 today, and that's helped them stay in this. The Titans know a win is a must, and will have to improve on that in the 2nd half. So let's take a look at the highlights from the 1st half. 1st and 10. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and he'll end up at the 40-yard line before being tackled. Titans now later on the drive. Henry's going to take it off the right side, and he counts off the 7-play drive with a score as they take a 7-0 lead. Down to early in the 2nd quarter. He's got open field to work with here. He gone as he sprints into the end zone. We're tying back up at 7. Offense on the field now after the fumble. It's an option all the way this time. And he'll end up sprinting into the end zone. So that's going to do it for us. We'll send you back now to field level for some more playoff football.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Daquan Jones breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Derrick Henry. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Given 3 yards on the run there, that still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Take it in at the 22. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Back to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Jackson.
Illegal block on the ball. Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jerry Hughes in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And an alley to run. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. This is Henry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Tannehill now, the option left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run with Henry, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Three yards to go here on second down.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now back to throw. And he finds Beasley complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down at the 49. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Here we go. 3-19.
On first down, they're going option left. Room to run inside the 40. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And here we go on first and goal. Halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will extend their lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. But a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
That time, a 6-play drive, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. A little juke. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys. You always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On first down, it's Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Henry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. That is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The point after try for Gostkowski. And the lead is down to 2. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw now on first down. And the grab by Croft. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right near the 39.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Back now in Buffalo. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Back to throw again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's fourth. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go out here, we've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players, call the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy. Henry running right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Here's Brett Kern now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Where Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 2nd and long. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And a big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back.
Holding. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to fourth down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 33. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
First down, Titans, gain of 12.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. And he's got some space here. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Goes underneath for Henry. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Mario Addison. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Tannehill now to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later. but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more. That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. With it is Jackson. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Second and 10. Tannehill once more. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Mario Addison in there yet again. My goodness, making 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Bills getting set to go. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Here we go. Green, 35.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Titans getting set to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
He'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He's back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
It's Henry. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 5-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Ball on the 3, 3rd down and goal. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Oh, the spin. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And here come the Bills. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock.
Out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And down to just 21 seconds now as he spikes it to stop the clock.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on 3rd down.
Thinking pass. Back to throw. He finds Yeldon. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.